Hey, what's up guys? So there's going to be more support coming out for the Noble Knights, and that said, I'm actually kind of stoked for this because I do really like the artwork on some of these cards. They look awesome. But that said, we're here for the effects, and let's go ahead and check it out. I'll explain to you guys the new OTK combo with the new card, as well as how viable this actual deck is going to be against some of the metagame. So let's go ahead and jump into the new cards. The first one is a monster and the next one is an equip spell. So we have Noble Knight Walshavid. So his effect is he's actually a normal monster while face up on the field, but when you equip him with a Noble Arms, he becomes an effect monster. So his effect is you can target one Noble Knight monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, and if you do, destroy one Noble Arms equipped spell card you control. You can only use the effect of Noble Knight Walshavid once per turn. So that's the effect of the effect monster. He's actually pretty good. So now let's jump into the Noble Arms of Destiny. This is the equip one. So basically what it comes down to is you can only control one face-up Noble Arm of Destiny, just like all of them, and you can only use the effect once per turn. What it comes down to, you equip it to a warrior, and it can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects once per turn. That's the effect of the equip spell card. I don't think it's that viable, but let's go ahead and jump straight into the OTK. They do explain it in here as well, but they kind of leave a lot of stuff which can lead to some confusion. But anyways, as far as like them discussing the deck too, they put a lot of stuff in there which is like, really, do you think that's going to be actually viable? But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the combo. So combo requires you to have 3 cards. It requires you to have Madrut, any equip spell of the Noble Knight cards. One thing I wanted to mention before we go into the Noble Arms combo is the Noble Arms of all of the equip spells have the effect of if this card face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up warrior type Noble Knight monster you control and equip it, and obviously you can only use them once per turn. Of the effect of the actual effect of this one. This one actually pops cards. I like the name of this. It's absolutely like ridiculous pronouns. Arfjord. But anyways, next up you're gonna have to have Gawain in your hand. So let's go ahead and jump right into the combo. So the combo requires you to have Madrut. You summon Madrut. You equip him with any Noble Knight card, and he has the effect of that he's a normal monster while on the field, but if you equip him, he becomes an effect monster, and he has the effect. His effect is that he becomes dark and increases level by 1, and once per turn, if you control no other monsters, you can special summon one Noble Knight monster from your deck and face up defense resistant except for himself, and if you do, destroy one equipped spell card you control. So you then equip him, you activate his effect, you special summon the new one, Walshavid. And then what you do then is the equip spell must be destroyed. But remember, you can always equip it to another Noble Knight monster. So you equip it to Walshavid. Then, since you doesn't have an equip spell, he is now a normal monster. So then you special summon that Gawain you have from your hand, and then you XYZ summon Gawain plus Noble Knight Madrut. You go for it like Blade Armor Ninja or Excalibur. It doesn't really matter. I would just go for like Blade Armor Ninja because Blade Armor Ninja is awesome. And you go for, let's say, Blade Armor Ninja. You then activate Blade Armor Ninja's effect to detach the Gawain. Remember, you want Gawain back in the graveyard. Now, Walshavid has the effect of he can add one Noble Knight monster from the graveyard to his hand, but then he has to destroy the equip. Now, he's currently an effect monster because he has an equip. So now what you do is you add back that Gawain that you detached. I'm sorry, the resolution, you can't really read it because they didn't release a picture with a readable text. But you add back the Noble Knight Gawain to your hand. And then now you have to destroy the equip spell. So you destroy the equip spell, and then now he's now a normal monster. Then you just special summon the Gawain again, and basically what it comes down to is you make 2 rank 4 XYZs. So you can make something like Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja, double Blade Armor Ninja, and hit him for 8,800 points of damage, which is pretty good. But the equip spell card, I feel it's kind of useless. I mean, yeah, you can equip it to the Ortorgus, King of the Noble Knights. But realistically, let's think about it as far as the metagame. There is a card like Big Eye that exists, and they just take it. I'm not destroying it, I'm just going to take it for myself. And there's also this card which just straight up just banishes the card, so that's not destroying it by battle or by card effects. And, you know, Macro Rabbit is still a very popular deck, so Macro Rabbit can just be like, oh, you know, your Noble Arms, those aren't going to go to the graveyard, neither is your Gawain, so good luck trying to pull off your combos in that deck. But the thing is, as far as Noble Knights, at least now they do have support. But as far as like them being viable against some of like the stronger decks like Mermails, Spellbooks, Elemental Dragons, I realistically don't think they have a chance. They were saying like, oh, how good the equip spell card it's gonna be. Where they talk about how it's so exciting. Well, they talk a lot about, you know, just the cards being so good, but let's be honest, they've been printing these cards forever, and now at least they have like some support. The deck is, you know, looking a little bit better. At least it has some OTKs, but realistically against like the highest tier of decks like Elemental Dragons, I find this deck not to really have a chance unless perhaps you can maybe get rid of someone's monster really quick and then be able to just OTK them, which is kind of how heroes do play in the OCG. They can OTK you pretty fast. Although you do have to have the Madrut to OTK. I know we have Reinforcement Army, but it does require you to have these cards. The other cards, well, Travid, you don't need this card. You actually want him in the deck in order to pull off the combo. So you kind of have like a card that's like, I mean, if you draw him, he's not that bad, but you want to summon Madrut. This is where the card, this is where the deck relies off of this card. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on these new cards. As far as them being competitive, I think some people will try them out, although I'm kind of sad that this card is a secret rare, because I would hope it would be like a budget deck, because they kept on releasing these cards in the sneak peek, but we never really got to like see any play because they weren't like that strong. But now with the Wall Chavid, perhaps it'll be a more viable deck. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this deck. But personally for me, I think it's an okay deck, but it doesn't have a chance against the tier 1 decks. So, you know, if you're looking for some fun, you know, maybe try them out. I'm actually going to try them out a little bit later once they get added into the DevPro or Dueling Network. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Asian Eyes signing out.